All right. God, Source, Creator, Jesus, Universe, Mama Gaia, Luna Moon, Goddess, Cosmos, Angels, Ancestors, Wayshowers, Guides, Ascended Masters, Archangels, Galactic Federation, Council of Light, Elementals, Fae, Mary Magdalene, beings assigned to our teams for our highest, holiest, heavenliest, most divine, godly good, celestial guardians, divine messengers, divine protectors, and all benevolent beings of light. What do we need to know about this? You're a destined star. I just heard, let them watch you rise from where they thought you would always remain. Let them watch you rise from where they thought you would always remain. Where they anticipated you remaining. So this is about you elevating beyond any type of binding or any type of energetic work directed towards you, or mental manipulation that was meant to put you in a position to forfeit this recognition, this success. There's ships coming in. And a victory. There's a victory that's coming through for you that individuals never expected you to have, with everything they were doing in the background. All the lies, all the slander, all the defamation, all the gossip. Damn, the way these individuals were fighting you and trying to put you, with the Queen of Cups here, this is trying to put you in a timeline of a version of yourself you were never meant to be. Crash out energy. And now somebody else is crashing out, losing any type of footing they had within a certain, looks like, group organization. Whoever this is being seen as a liability because they lied on you. They got a lot of individuals to come up against you based on these lies. This could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Ooh! But what is up, Galactic Golden Nuggies? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Looks like this society, an elite group. For some of you, this is a karmic familial unit. For some of you, this is an X and they're flying monkeys. For some of you, this is all of the above. But it is final destination upon these individuals. We got Seven of Swords here. They feel as though they've been lied to. Could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio that feels like they missed an opportunity to connect with the winning team, which is you. After everything that this individual or these individuals found out that you were capable of overcoming. This is also about these individuals attempting to trick you into a connection that you were not meant to be in, which would redirect the trajectory of the timeline that you're in. Your highest vibrational timeline with this low vibrational being and what is inhabiting them. So there are many attempts. I'll tell you, and I know, listen, because I could feel the energy of like, they still doing this? Yeah, the burnt demonic crispy ducks are going to stay doing this because they have a reputation and they asked to save. And it's only assisting in your elevation while putting them in a position to be seen as the obsessive narcs they are. Because they wouldn't let it go. This is a whole hate group that got obsessed with you, and now individuals are like, if this energy is elevating, like if they're actually succeeding in life, being disconnected from you or having no connection to you, I'm starting to think that you're the problem. It's like narcissist master falling off, and now what's being revealed is what these individuals were willing to do to get to you, to destroy you, and to keep you from receiving certain opportunities. And you gain wisdom of how to move. This is strategic. So you may very well resonate with my YouTube live because we did go into these elite groups and individuals attempting to be associated with these elite groups through what they were attempting to do to you. And we talked about the hunter elite groups through what they were attempting to do to you. And we talked about the hunter becoming the hunted. Hating from outside of the club. They can't even get in. Listen, some of these individuals were inside the club, but you didn't want to go in. You said, fuck that club. Fuck the club up. Sorry. Sorry. Like you didn't want to be associated with certain elites that were using their position of power, perceived power, and prosperity in order to mislead and misguide the masses and take advantage of them. You didn't want to be associated with any of these individuals because you knew that the path that the divine had set out for you was the winning team. You knew with what you were being guided to do, it was going to tear down all societal standards. All traditional power structures. Traditional power structures. Things that have maintained for centuries. Been maintained for centuries. Through corruption. Manipulation, darker workings, narcissistic familial units fracturing, breaking through, breaking down as you're breaking through. All is being revealed for what was done in the dark, and you're the light. The term illuminary. You are the illuminary, the illumination needed for all to see what was going on and how to shift this realm entirely. Because this is not just about dynamics that you were in. Dynamics that you may have once been associated with. This is what had been instilled within this realm to where you reaching a certain level of recognition and prosperity would threaten that. Only for you to come through as the biggest threat these groups have ever seen. Again, we talked about that on YouTube. They've never seen something like you. The things that you've been able to do and unlock within yourself. The way that you were able to use your mind to manipulate this simulation. Exactly. Yes, Pamela, we are no longer sleepwalkers. Not only that, but we are stepping into our architect energy. We are reconstructing this realm to where these lower vibrational, dark, elite individuals cannot adapt. They're used to having control, and they've lost it. Exactly, fearless. It is giving like Divergent. You know, in the movie Divergent, they had a structure. They had tradition. And the fearless ones were to be feared because of what they were capable of accomplishing what they were able to accomplish. And what they were capable of accomplishing without holding any fear of these elite organizations. I'm getting that energy. You are to be feared because you are not controllable. They cannot manipulate your mind. And you keep growing. With fertility here, we talked about this on YouTube. In every way that you were meant to be placed in a certain position of poverty and suffering, you have kept breaking out. Because these elite individuals, I talked about this on YouTube, they're used to being able to prune and primp and puppeteer individuals that they want in a position of success and recognition in order to push a certain agenda, where you're the complete opposite. Exactly, puppet masters. Exactly, Pamela. And you are the light leader. You are the light revolutionary leader. And they cannot control you. Every time they try and put you in a box or corner you, you find a way to break out of it. You find a way to move yourself through the walls that were supposed to cage you. And then build back up. Break through binding that was meant to keep you invisible, keep you from being seen, keep you from being heard and respected and followed. And not followed in an egotistical way, but like followed in a way where you're leading other souls to the light, to where they're now seeing certain corrupt individuals and organizations as what they are, deceptive. Got a missed opportunity that got these individuals stressed because you're heavily protected. Again, you're being observed. You're being monitored. And these individuals that have been monitoring you have been attempting to test different things on you to see what would work because of the influence you have in this realm and how everything that was meant to cage you, box you, you break out of. You are an uncontrollable beast. An entity unseen. An unidentified entity is what I just heard. An unidentified entity. And I love how Ghostface just can't, that is confirmation. You're like a ghost in this simulation with the way that you're able to move in between realms and dimensions and move out of certain like firewalls, certain blockades to keep you from success, keep you from being seen, keep you from being an inspiration. Holy Spirit, Holy Ghost. I love that. Yes. Because again, like what they're showing me is you were supposed to lose traction in every area of your life. That was going to box you in. It was going to put you in a position to be homeless because your finances were being attacked. Your opportunities were being attacked. Your mind was being attacked. Your health was being attacked. And all of these, you've learned how to navigate. All the traps that were set before you to fall in, you found a way to levitate over them. And they're like, how the fuck are they doing this? There was no way under this. There was no way over this. There was no way around this. And somehow they just fucking hologrammed like their way through these traps. Like they found a way through when there was no way made for them. Which is why they're looking at you going, all right, the divine must lead this energy. The divine must protect this energy because there was no way around this. There was no way they should have overcame this. It was impossible for you to do what you have done with the power of your mind and your divine connections. This is why you've got a lot of individuals in a position of power terrified of you, because you keep building when you are supposed to be desolate. It's like they put you in barren land. They put you in the middle of the desert and said, this motherfucker is gonna go without water, they're gonna go without food, they're gonna die. There's no way out of this desert besides like a helicopter coming in and saving them. There's no way out of this desert but us. And you said, okay, I need some water. There's water. There's an oasis here. All of a sudden you open your eyes and you start to see a small puddle forming out of nowhere. All of a sudden, water starts coming up from the sand. And that water gets bigger and bigger and you keep focusing on it. You're like, this is a lake. This is not just a puddle. This is a lake. This is something I can bathe in and drink from. It's clear. And the more that you focused your energy on it and saw it as a lake, the bigger it got. And then all of a sudden you're like, all right, I'm going to use this water that is now here that I have called into existence because it already existed. I just called it into this timeline. I take this water and I'm going to grow myself some food. And this food is going to grow quickly like bamboo. It's going to grow quick. Well, bamboo does take a long time, but when it reaches through the surface, it shoots up in, I believe, 90 days. So you're like, I'm going to grow fast fruits. This is going to manifest quickly. So these individuals watching you are like, how the fuck are they doing this? This was a desert. There should be no water here. You were meant to be in barren land with nothing and give up, suffer. Just sit in it. And you said, no, I'm going to use the power of my mind. The divine has given me certain gifts. in order to be able to maneuver through any situation. You adapt to every program. It's like you adapt and override it. So you're growing fruits here, and then all of a sudden, you, out of nowhere, you got beings that reside within this desert working with you. They're like, oh my God, there's somebody else in this desert. Let's build houses. Like, all of a sudden, people out of nowhere find you. And this is what they wanted to stop. You from growing things, you from surviving, you from thriving, and then other individuals finding you in the middle of this desert, and all of a sudden you have a community. You have a family. And all of a sudden there's more of you than there is of them. This is what these individuals anticipated. They thought that you were going to succumb to what they had placed you in, to what they felt like was going to be an inevitable demise, only for you to pull in things that should have been impossible. And this is how they know the divine has been looking out for you, because you received when they blocked every avenue of reception, where your bills were not only paid, but you were having overflows. You were having things come out of nowhere. Miracles happen. And they were watching this. They have been watching this. Whether it's a karmic familial unit, an ex, elites, or all of the above. They've watched you make it out of things that would have taken the strongest individual out. Not only physically, but mentally, emotionally, financially, and spiritually. Yeah, look at this. Magic over wish fulfillment, but this is also the magician card with wish fulfillment. You manifested everything out of nothing. God has given you the gift of co-creation, and you co-created in barren land. You co-created in desolation. Where most individuals would have looked at their situation and been like, fuck, I'm out here, I'm just gonna die out here. Fuck it. And you looked at this and you said, a new opportunity. Let me test my abilities. Let me see how strong I really am, because God believes in me. My divine team believes in me. And my ancestors wouldn't have chosen me if they didn't believe in me. So I'm going to make something out of nothing. And not only did you make something out of nothing, you made everything out of nothing. And you're inspiring so many individuals that have been watching you, that are connecting with you, where they've been left in the same situations. They've had everything attacked. Like, for example, I went from being homeless to having a space that is so fucking beautiful. And I'm even looking at expanding. Like, I'm looking at, in the near future, moving to something bigger. Like, I know that's a possibility for me. Not even a possibility, it's inevitability. I'm just waiting on the word. When God says it's time to go, I'm going. But for right now, I'm just holding gratitude for everything that I currently have. And I want each and every one of you to acknowledge what you are currently in. Knowing that you're about to have your dream house, it's already yours. You're about to have your dream car, it's already yours. You're about to have your dream relationship, it's already yours. This was a test. What did I say about the barren land? You having a Midas touch with fortune right there. It's already yours. You've already been getting these prolific visions of how God is going to move you. And these energies can't see into where or how God is going to move you. But this is coming through for you. And some of you, there is a correction of an injustice from the past that's going to put you in a very fortunate situation to where you're going to have the means to expand. With balance here, you see it's barren land, but she's watering it with the palm of her hands. She's having it grow. It's going from barren to green. Midas touch. Everything you put your intention and energy on grows. And that's what they've seen. You are a co-creator. What is that? That was beautiful. Thank you, Aaronzina. Feather mask. You're about to take flight. If you've been seeing feathers, that's an indication your guides are with you and they're letting you know things are changing for your benefit. I almost said for the better. They said both. Things are changing. You could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but you're standing on business. You know what you know. Two of Cups wanted to fly in the reverse. This is also about falsified connections that were sent in order to put you in a state of perceiving them as wish fulfillment, only to harvest your fertility or be a part, ride your coattails into this fortune, into your recognition. You have released any type of connection that, I won't even say released, you have blocked out. Your team has acted upon connections that were not meant to be made because of the intentions. Which, another thing, if elites were directing you, or a karmic familial unit was directing you certain connections that they were praying you would take, because they felt like maybe possibly you were lonely, these energies are also getting hit with the backfire of the intention of why they sent this individual in. Which means in the way that this was supposed to corrupt your energy and take from you, abilities within themselves. So it's like you're going to be branching out a lot more than you ever thought. You're going to be touching a lot more energies than you ever thought possible. Some of you, because of the injustice in the background, it's going to put you in a state of virality. And this, we talked about this on YouTube. If certain elites were trying to keep you from being seen, this backfired upon them to where events from your past are being corrected. That's going to put you in a position of virality. It's going to put you in a position to further be heard and seen for the miracle you are, with what you are opening up about. I heard testifying. Some of you, what you're testifying about when it pertains to what was done to you, and how shocked people are going to be that, like, you not only made it through this, but you have a healthy mentality. Exactly, your testimony. Sheesh! What did I say? 10 of Pentacles. Your testimony, your harvest. And there is somebody that may be institutionalized or may be in prison. Could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, because of what's being revealed and what's backfiring. That's only pushing you further into recognition. Because I know a lot of us, we should write books. We should be doing podcasts with the shit that we made it through. Because I know with my story, bruh, with the shit that I made it through and oh my God, the ritual that I walked in on, that I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Why do you have a voodoo doll with my name on it? Why are there pins in the heart? Why is there a little bat amulet with the sun and moon on either side, and there's candles red candles on it and nails drilled into it. What the fuck is this? Like, when I first saw that ritual, I was like, no. Because it was done by people that I thought would never do some weird shit like this. Because I didn't believe in shit like that before it happened to me. But with the experience that I was having, and a lot of you guys were tuned into that because they were doing it while I was on live. And then taunting me in the chat, saying, oh, how's your heart feel? And there was another thing, because I had set up a barricade at the back door where it was so they couldn't get in. And there was another taunt in the chat that's like, oh, this is a cute little barricade at the back door. And I knew, like, one of the things that the voodoo they were practicing was meant to do on me was meant to put me in a state of paranoia and massive fear, which at the time it had done because I didn't know what was going on. I didn't believe in that shit. So I was like, oh my God, they're going to come in and they're going to murk me. Like, I was terrified. I sat in that space. I locked myself in that space for days because of how terrified I was. And the illusionary work they were doing over me to further put me in a state of fear and paranoia, only to finally get the courage to go see what the fuck was going on. And I walk in and all of their ritual stuff is laid out. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, they were up here watching me on live, taunting me in the chat while they were doing this ritual? Who the fuck does? This is when I really started researching what voodoo was. Because I didn't believe in that shit. And the reason I'm telling y'all is some of you have had an experience like this. I can't even say some. The majority of you have had an experience like this where you found out an ex was doing something to you. Exactly. Reactive abuse. Not only reactive abuse, but spiritual abuse. And you found out an ex was doing something to you. An ex was working with a family member to do something to you. A whole karmic familial unit was doing something to you. And you saw it with your own eyes. And you didn't want to believe what you saw, but you had to see it for the divine to really get you out of situations because you wouldn't have believed it otherwise. I didn't want to believe that individuals that I cared for at one point, that should have cared for me, had been doing this shit for a long time. I had to see it with my own eyes after having that intense experience. I would never wish that shit on my worst enemy, but I can tell you they're going through it. And that's really what led me to having this massive awakening and doing the research necessary in order to learn how to alchemize this and redirect intent and entities while using what they were attempting to direct my way to manipulate my mind, to manipulate the simulation, to pull in new timelines, to where this shit wouldn't have an effect on any light worker. That was my intention. After what I had gone through, I was going to heavily work on my spiritual practices and my divine energy to emanate enough energy to wake up the world, to wake up as many light workers as I could so they would never have the experience that I had, only to realize that there were individuals in an elite position that were doing this over the masses. And I realized at that point, this is why God used me. Because the more of us that are awake, the more of us that are alchemizing and transmuting this, the more these individuals lose power, the more these individuals lose control, the more these individuals lose everything. And light workers step into a position of leadership. Light workers step into a position to where they're successful and their cup overflows and they're helping fill others' cups. So the reason I'm saying this is you sharing your testimony after everything you've been through. It's going to shock the world, but it's meant to. This is also one of the things that was put in place within your experience to put you in a position of leadership and recognition so that you could help thousands of others understand what they were going through. Because like I said, I didn't want to believe that this was what was happening to me until I had to see it with my own eyes. And even when I saw it, I didn't want to believe it, but I had to. It was right there. The evidence was right there in front of my face. And that was God's way of saying, I told you, you didn't want to see it. Now I need you to see it. Because I need you to listen to me. And after that, it was like everything changed. After every experience I had, I was trusting my discernment. I was trusting my guides. I was trusting God fully. And it led me here to where I am able to lead so many other divine souls into their abilities. Lead them not only to the path of enlightenment, but to the path of understanding that they too are an alchemist. They can transmute this into their highest vibrational timeline. For energetic work, which is spell work, does not take effect unless you are in vibratory alignment to it. and unless you give it the power that you have in order to take an effect over you. You can always alchemize this energy into creativity, into prosperity, shit, even into beauty if you want, handsomeness if you want, by speaking affirmations over your experience, because the power of your throat chakra is infinite. You as a co-creator are able to speak life and death over situations, which is why you having control over your mind, you have control over this matrix, you have control over this simulation. You are not only a master alchemist, but you are a master co-creator of timelines. Exactly, we turn dark into light, but we are duality. We needed to experience this darkness to really understand the light. And this is what these individuals never anticipated, is not only you overcoming this, but how many individuals would follow you. How many individuals would be enlightened through your experience, ascension, and evolution. How many individuals would be able to save themselves by listening, by following, by taking note, and seeking. You helped a lot of souls find themselves. Exactly, by waking them up. Look at your power. I can't make that. It fell on the Seven of Pentacles. There is no taking your power. There's no siphoning it. There's no swapping it. It's yours. You were destined and ordained to be this star because of how many souls you're going to be leading into enlightenment. How many souls are going to be inspired and activated by what you have overcome and what you are sharing as a truth speaker. You didn't just go through all of this for nothing, but you know that. This is why so many elite individuals were working against your recognition, as well as attempting to block monetary means being added to your experience that would put you in a position to further be an inspiration. Because your life getting better, your life coming from nothing, like rags to riches, like you pulling in these timelines and you co-creating within this simulation a high vibrational timeline, would hinder these individuals massively. And what I mean by hindering them is you stepping up into this position and breaking through all of these barriers would make these individuals look incompetent. It would make these individuals appear to be powerless, to where they were building their reputation around control, fear. How they were maintaining the masses through control, fear, anger, lower vibrational emotions, as well as the illusionary work projected upon this planet to keep the masses in a spiral that you broke out of. And not only did you break out of, you woke others up to what they were doing. And you having this big, abundant life only puts these individuals in a position to be seen as less than, where they were deeming themselves as gods of this realm. And not anymore. There's a new sheriff in town, is what I just heard. You're breaking down power structures. I won't even say you're breaking down and you're rebuilding them so that light workers have an advantage here in the way that we were limited, in the way that we were oppressed. And the oppression has been placed upon these individuals that attempted to maintain a handle over you. We got justice and transformation. So I know somebody at Libra. No! I kept seeing Libra in the chat. Justice is Libran energy. It is balance. The scales being balanced. Restoration. Redemption. Deliverance. With this transformation, this could be the justice system has seen your life turn all the way to fuck around. This is either a Libra or the justice system, but they've seen the transformation that you've gone through being away from individuals that were mishandling you, defaming you, slandering you. Everybody had something to say about you, and now their lies have been exposed because of how much better you have gotten without these individuals around. And y'all know with the narcissistic karmic familial dynamic, they'll do everything in their power to oppress you, while reactive abuse, telling everybody that you're the problem. You're the issue. You're incompetent. You can't do anything by yourself. You're a liability. You always need them for something. They're taking care of you. Yet here you are. So all eyes are on you and how you have, like I said, in this desert, created an oasis. These people were running their motherfucking mouth, and now they got to eat their motherfucking words. Look, we got a King of Swords heavy on the Libra. What does this King of Swords want? Temptation. With 5 of Staves. Some of you have a Libran energy, King of Swords energy. You could be this King of Swords. A temptation in between the Queen of Wands. Competition. Somebody, we talked about this energy over on YouTube. Somebody that may have threw you under the bus with elite individuals because of the type of networking connections they had is going through absolute hell in a dynamic that they attempted to bind to them. So this could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, I almost said Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. It could be a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Libran, Gemini, Aquarius energy that are fighting over some type of offer to be a star. A contract's been canceled. That's what this is. There is another individual building up another individual that was attacking you because they saw you as competition, and they were continuously attempting to throw you under the bus to sabotage your rising star. You rising into stardom and recognition. Whoever this Queen of Wands or King of Swords is, they're a part of an elite organization. Like Illuminati, Freemasons, Eastern Stars, whatever you want to call it. I feel like with the star out here and they're showing me the all-seeing eye, heavy on you are illuminating the Illuminati. Oh, you are illuminating the Illuminati for some of you. Because there were ties here where individuals within certain organizations have never failed when they have come up against unsuspecting victims, is what I heard. And in the way that they felt like they were all seeing, had all occult knowledge, your eyes were much bigger. You were far more knowledgeable. You came up against individuals that perceived themselves as being gods of this realm. Again, I stated that earlier. And it looks like it has caused absolute mayhem in certain connections to where a temptation here, somebody attempting to bind succubus, incubus, Jezebelian energy, bind somebody to them. This has blown up in their face because they wanted to take you out as competition. They wanted somebody to stop seeing you, watching you, being inspired by you and awakening by you. And now it looks like this individual may be somebody that is thrown under the bus. They're the ones that are sacrificed in order to make some type of amends with your ancestors. Because somebody's got to go. It seems like this group is talking about who's it going to be. There's got to be somebody. So there's a vote going on. While there's a karmic familial dynamic that has blown up in the background, they're going through absolute havoc. There are elite individuals that are, in order to make some type of amends with your ancestors, they're going after the individual that lied about you and threw you under the bus in order to get you up out of here. Yep, and this individual is not sleeping because of an ending. Y'all see the world peeking up. Could be a masculine energy, could be this King of Swords here. Or this Queen of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. I know I said Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So it could be an Aries and a Virgo. Capricorn energy, Sagittarius. Leo. I heard Leo, Virgo, or Leo, Taurus. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, because the zodiac signs don't matter, but they assist in the resonance of the message. But it looks like these were individuals that grouped up together, getting heavy karmic feminine energy. If these are not karmic, if these are not physical females, these are individuals that house karmic feminine energy. They could be physically male, but they are karmic feminine. They are a lower vibrational feminine energy. Confirmation. Thank you, Power Kitty. This was definitely a group. Could be Eastern Stars. Especially with the star out here, definitely could be Eastern Stars that made an offer with the King of Pentacles in order to hold on to some type of position of prosperity, authority, and recognition. Or to obtain it. But I feel like there have been individuals from your past that have been handled. These are individuals that thought that your divine protection was a mockery. They didn't believe until you made them believers by the judgment they are facing. They figured out who the weakest link was. Exactly, Pamela. Yes, they did. And the weakest link is the one that's getting hit with massive backfires and losing their motherfucking medulla. Somebody here is obsessively like, I got it, I could do this, trust me, we can get this energy. Like, somebody is like being a fucking mess, trying to save their own ass, but like their energy is reading all. Like, everybody is peeping what's happening to this individual that's like losing it, possibly not even sleeping at night or getting a few hours of sleep in order to continuously, it's chaotic, in order to continuously combat you. Something that you were not meant to see coming, as well as a binding tactics to keep something from coming toward. They said, attempting to siphon your heart chakra energy in order to manifest a way out of the situation that they have gotten themselves in. This has nothing to do with love, but everything to do with love. It's the way that you are loved, the way that you love life, the way that you experience gratitude for everything. These individuals needed that heart energy. They needed the love you hold within you in order to access a new beginning that they have been blocked out of. King of Staves in the reverse. Speaking of somebody trying to get access to your love, somebody here has a sick stick. A sick stick. Somebody's got something going wrong with their appendage that wanted to come connect with you. You're going to be able to read it all over their energy. Something is wrong. Do not connect to this individual because they need your energy to save them, and they may very well have a connection to this Queen of Wands. This could be an ex that has learned the truth about what happened to you and knows that they're the sacrifice. So some of you, your ex might be being offered up, especially if they work with a karmic familial dynamic and they're trying to figure out who the fuck to offer up. It might be this ex. This King of Wands in the reverse. Because it looks like he's going down or she's going down anyway. So if somebody that's meant to connect to you has a Queen of Wands losing their shit, you had somebody that was trying to connect to your energy who is a King of Wands in the reverse losing their shit. Timber! Yep, we got 3 of Swords and not sleeping at night. I just saw that. Wow, so there's a lot of chaos going on while you are literally just frolicking through your fertility. You living your best life, and it's about to get even better. While you got a lot of eyes on you, it's about to get even better. Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Massive monetary means being adhered to your experience. You manifested this. You could be sleeping with this, a specific number under your pillow. That's confirmation for somebody. If it's you've been sleeping with something under your pillow, like you've written a specific amount, or I am the first generational multimillionaire, that has manifested. I'm here to verify for you that has manifested. Something about it being under your pillow. Or you scripted this. This could be on your ancestral altar. Or in a manifestation notebook. You could be 369 method using that. It's confirmation. I will. Leo energy. Give me one on this Leo. I will believe. Looks like Jupiter return benefits. I will return these benefits because I believe. This is making it right. There are messages going around on how to make this shit right because of the partnerships that were made off of attempting to come up against you. So this is by force with the will here. This could be a Leo that's being forced to return something along with a Pisces. But what this is giving, if it's not a Leo and a Pisces that's being forced to return something, energies that have been made believers with what they're going through want to make things right in order to alleviate the judgment they're going through. Because it's so harsh. Jupiter return on Jupiter Day, you already know. And it is. It is. Spirit said, you now know the mystery, it's been exposed. You know. There's no hiding this. They know that you know what's going on. They can't keep shit a mystery. You see through all realms. You see through all illusions. You see what you are guided to see. With Sun and Spirit here, it's also the Sun exposure. It's also card 1. 1 signifies a new beginning. You are the one, the chosen one. And it's no mystery now who you are and who protects you. Also, something that was supposed to be hidden in the dark has come to light. We got Aries, I am in my destiny. And that's the truth. And what comes with me being in my destiny, this I am the first generational multimillionaire, is a massive return, which is causing endings for others while bringing you what you are meant to own. It's meant to be a part of your destiny. You're getting a massive return here. And I'm not talking tax return. I'm talking a return of your energetic investment into this realm. Like we talked about previously, when I first saw that ritual, I wanted to elevate and ascend so far that my energy was able to wake thousands, if not millions of others up, so they would never have to go through what I went through. Many of you, if not all of you, had the same mentality. You knew you needed to change the world. You knew that you were going to be the one that changed the world. It's like a sacrificial lamb, except you were not a sacrifice to these individuals. You were a sacrifice to the divine. You sacrificed everything to be this. Because believe me, I gave up everything. Like I said, there was a point where I was homeless and I was still looking towards the Most High, and I was like, I know you got this. I know there's a reason. And I'm here for it. Guide me, show me, lead me. This is you receiving a return on your energetic investment and the sacrifices made for the betterment of humanity. What did I just say? For the betterment of humanity. Mercury retrograde, reinvention. For the reinvention and the changes that were needed to transform this realm. What you didn't know is it made you a star. What you didn't know is it made you a star. Something you never asked to be, but you always knew you were destined to be. You just didn't know that this is what would lead to you being recognized. You being in your North Node. As are you. You are so very powerful. And this is a reminder of the power you hold to change this world. And the reason I say it's a reminder is when you receive this abundance, even more than you have received before, we got Jupiter abundance. Don't forget. Don't forget how powerful you are, and don't forget why you started. Don't forget what led to this moment. Because your tree is bearing a lot of fruits, and you're being guided to pick them. And what I mean by you're being guided to pick them is when this comes through, yes, it's for you. But make sure that you're still pouring back into your humanitarian work, back into your spiritual quest. Because this abundance is only meant to put you in a position to be even more influential and impactful in this realm. When people see you come in, because listen, they're already gobsmacked. You may have a few thousand in your account right now. Shit, you could have $10 in your account right now. That's going to go from 10 or a few thousand to, for some of you, a few million, few 100,000. 500,000, a million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million. You can have 40K. Because I see if you got 40K in your bank account right now, it's about to be 40 million. Like, this is money that you're going to be looking, this is abundance you're going to be looking at, and you're like, how the fuck what do I do with this? This is a lot. Like, I know I want to get a house. I know I should probably have a vehicle, but like, what else am I supposed to do with this? And the Most High is saying, take care of yourself, nurture yourself, set up some doctor visits, go get checked out, get your baby some new things, get your fur baby some new things, and continue to start this revolution. I won't even say start. Continue to add to the divine revolutionary leader that you are and what you came here to do. Your craft, your art, soul's expansion, as well as other light workers. Sowing into them when you are guided to. Helping them bring their dreams to life in the ways that they had been previously stifled. If your hand is itching, that's a monetary means coming in. Your routine is about to change because of the beginning that you've walked into and the ending that this provoker is going through. Grand Trine blessings. This could be somebody that has a Grand Trine, or this Grand Trine blessings is back-to-back-to-back blessings. This has been orchestrated for you to receive at this time with genius and death. Plutonian energy transformation. The death of a peace of mind. Somebody's going through death of a peace of mind while you're receiving peace. So if you prayed for peace, you getting a massive piece of abundance. You getting a massive piece of property, and you getting a massive peace of mind. While somebody else is losing it all because of the gamble they took coming up against you. The gamble to throw you into a game you weren't meant to make it out of. It's also with genius in mind here. You got individuals observing you and your intellectual, intuitive abilities. You've got individuals, now this could be, I don't know, CIA, this could be federales, individuals that don't know how you see what you see, and the only explanation is you are truly divinely led and you are a genius. You're a lot smarter than you let on. A lot smarter than you let on. You see things coming before you see things coming. Very intelligent. Ooh, I'm going to have to listen to that and it's funny because somebody just brought up that is a Bad Omens song, which I love Bad Omens. Their voice is phenomenal. But the fact that their name is Bad Omens, yeah, somebody's getting back-to-back bad omens that they fucked up. Wow, and that has caused them death of a peace of mind. Death to their peace of mind. Could be in Aries. So I'm glad that you brought that up. I'm going to have to go listen to that song because there may be some spiritual coding in there that I need to break down. But yeah, somebody is going through it. Like, they've seen the bad omens. They could be seeing a lot of indications of death around them. While you're seeing a lot of indications of life. You could be seeing eggs, butterflies, dragonflies. What else? Seahorses is what I just got. You could be seeing seahorses. You could be seeing, they're showing me blue jays, doves, feathers. Look up what is being shown to you, especially if you're continuously seeing it. If it is repetitive, it is a message for you. Look into it. Look up the spiritual meaning of whatever it is you're repetitively seeing. We do have fire element desire out here. Let me see, because this could be Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. We got Capricorn out here. I do see Gemini at the bottom, but it's I think. Somebody, I think I'll use desire. Somebody thought that, oh, this is what's backfiring. This is why somebody has death to a peace of mind. Somebody thought they would be able to use desire against you, lock you into some type of lust demon by having you fall for and be intimate or connect with somebody who is being puppeteered by an entity. And this entity was supposed to be transferred to you so that they would be able to come into some type of increase off your energy. But you did not fall for this. You left somebody recently out in the cold and you're celibate. I know I am. I've had many of individual attempt to get in my panties and I'm like, brother, like, I'm not interested. Like, I'm just, even the thought of intimacy, I don't know if I'm the only one, but the thought of intimacy makes me nauseous. Like, anytime I think about it, I'm like, like, and I've had many individual try, and I'm like, get out of my, you're annoying. I don't know if it's just a Gemini thing, but I get immediately annoyed, where I'm like, get out of my face. Get out of my face. Like, Ilba. Immediately blocked. Immediately ghosted. And somebody thought this was really going to work on you if they sent in somebody attractive enough that you would desire them and that you would connect with them intimately, or you would open yourself up to a connection to where you would be trusting of this individual because of how attractive they were supposed to be to you. Shit, this could even be somebody that was meant to be a friend and you were meant to love this friend with your whole heart, and they were going to stab a sword right into it. And you didn't fall for any of this. You may be feeling slightly cold or very, you may feel as though you're not feeling correctly, like you have no feelings. And you may feel like, is something wrong with me? Because I feel like I should be feeling more towards these individuals that are trying to connect to me, but I don't feel anything. You're being protected. Exactly. Believe me, you will feel at home and safe with the right individuals. You will not feel guarded. If you feel off and immediately you get cold, where you're like, no, I don't want to hang out with you. Texting you is kind of annoying. I really don't care what you have to say. Don't, like, I know that sounds rude, but that's literally an energetic indication of individuals that are not meant to be connected to you and an underlying intention for you. The moment that you shut down with somebody and you're like, I'm just not feeling this, that's an indication you're not meant to be feeling that. Exactly, it's a red flag. So for those of you I'm reading on, this was a last-ditch attempt to have something connected to you. And you shut it down. You were like, this doesn't feel right. Exactly. If it feels off, I trust it. You said this doesn't feel right. Whether it was a friendship, a job offer, or a romantic interest, you said, no, I'm not feeling this. Not feeling this. Yes, being lustful is a turnoff, but some of these individuals will try and love bomb you and buy you things. They'll try and get you gifts. They'll try and take you out and be like, don't even worry about it, I'll pay for everything. Like, I just want to enjoy my time with you. And you're like, no, bombastic side eye. I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to buy me any gifts. I'm good. Thank you. I don't need you to pay for shit. I can do that by myself. Thank you. Like, there are individuals that you will feel immediately open to where you're like, that is so sweet of you. Okay, next time I will buy dinner. Like, if you want to pay for it this time, next time that we go out, I'll get it. I'll get the tab. Or somebody being like, I got you a gift. And you're like, oh my God, you are so sweet. You know what? I really do appreciate that because I didn't feel any intent with you going out of your way to get me something. And now I want to do something for you because I know that you went out of your way to do something for me and there was no intention behind it. You will feel if it's pure because you will have the right response. If you're not having that response, that is not somebody you want to connect to. You will feel exactly the pure good intentions. What did I just say? You will sense it. We got water element sensing. You will sense it. Because some individuals are praying that you go off of what you see. And they were getting real creative, praying that they would be able to stop the divine revolutionary leader you are with who they were sending to communicate to you in order to put you in a state of unhealed. This could be somebody that has something. Yeah, there's a reason why you felt off. Not only was this energy going to come through and get access to your heart in order to break you and put you in an unhealed state, but for some of you, this person has something that was supposed to keep you from finding and connecting to the right person because of what was meant to be given to you. With roots here, yeah, with force, this is going to force you to stay in a connection. So just be aware. You dodged a bullet. And this was a last-ditch attempt at having some type of control over your energy and your mind in order to sabotage everything. And you passed. And this ties back into the beginning of the message. You overcoming these obstacles and being able to see through all of this has individuals gobsmacked because they now realize with faith right here and love, the divine really loves you and is communicating to you and keeping you in your north node. Because there is no way you should have been able to see through individuals that you saw through without assistance. Heavily glamored. Some of these individuals even did a lot of love spells to butter you up in order for you to be easily susceptible. And you read right through this shit. This is why you got elites like, what the fuck? What do we do? This energy won't fall for any temptation. They're not interested in money. They're not interested in fame. Like, what the fuck do we do? They don't even give a fuck about love, really. Like, we keep sending in different distractions. We keep sending in ways to manipulate them or have this lower vibrational energy work adhere to them, and they keep seeing through it. They keep navigating around it, alchemizing it, and further shifting this realm. This is why you are such a threat, because everything that was meant to put you in a... Yep, return. I was about to say, everything that was meant to put you in a position to break, to be easily susceptible to lower vibrational workings has returned. Saturn returned here. It's now these individuals' karma. While every intention they had for you to block you is what you're stepping into. Some of you never asked for fame or to be recognized, but individuals wanted to keep you from it. Yet the Most High had ordained you to step into it because you're meant to share your story. Be recognized for your efforts, not only energetically, but physically, with everything that you had survived. And the way that you're going to assist others with not stepping into the sinking sand that these individuals thought they had trapped you in. Damn. Change. You're meant to further change the world. You're meant to connect with 11th house friends, other light workers who resonate with your experience, and you're going to be building upon the experiences you've had to further assist this realm with the knowledge and wisdom you've gained with your overcoming. I heard you freed your friends, other souls that have been enlightened through observing you, inspired by you. You freed your friends. And you're connecting with them. Ooh, the world. Yep, you freed your friends. We got the world. That's an end of cycle. That's the end. It's a new beginning for you, and it looks like the world is about to be heavily impacted further with whatever was recently directed your way. You're being guided to use your mind right now and the power of your mind to further shift this simulation. Breaking down old programming because it's time. You've been activated for this. Tell me about this world activation. The Provoker. Grand Cross. It's ending for somebody that kept continuously poking at you. But this is also... I do believe we have a blood moon coming up in March. Something's going to occur for you around the blood moon, but it's to your benefit. With the way that you've been activated with Grand Cross Provoker, you beat out an attempt at crucifixion. And it's landing on somebody else's head, and it feels like this person may be world renowned. This person may be known. This is a switch. That's what the divine is preparing you for. A sacrifice that was supposed to siphon has granted you access. You're being given. This is a switch, but not a switch these individuals capitalize off of. Whoever this Grand Provoker is, there's been a massive change, a transfer. And it seems like this individual is world renowned or very well known. They had some type of influence or impact to where you're receiving it. What's been added to you? This is why the divine is saying use it. Because it's the influence that this energy had over this realm with the illusionary work and possibly alchemist energy that they held, but they forfeited it when they came after you. So now you've got a double impact. Now you've got massive influence in everything that you do. So this is why the divine is saying, and they said that's facts. You escaped. Now you're being guided to use what's been adhered to you from these very influential individuals to further break down these power structures. Ooh. In other words, we coming for the motherfucking elite. That's what this sounds like, is we coming for the elite. Corrupted elite individuals that continued their practice even after they were warned to stop. Even after they were warned to make shit right. This is the bad omens these individuals are receiving. These are the bad messages they are receiving. Is that your energy is not only stabilized, but you have their shit. While they're in South Node. They've been put back in South Node. Could be somebody with a Grand Trine. For trying to affect your mind. And your healing. Not only are you healing, but Capricorn energy, I use this star's abilities, because Aquarius is star, I know. So this person could have been a seer, they could have been very intuitive. You are using their abilities as well as the stardom that's been adhered to you for how they came up against you. They forfeited their divine title and their gifts to you. You have them. With Taurus energy, this has been stabilized in your energy. You have them. I balance. Destiny. Somebody should have balanced the scales. Somebody should have made shit right. Or a group. Yoink! Exactly. Psych! You snatched them shits. They really thought too. Destiny here with Libra I balance. Well, the scales, this is how the scales are being balanced. This is how you're receiving justice. Is these individuals that could have course corrected and held on to this North Node energy, high vibrational destiny, it's been adhered to yours. So somebody is going from riches to rags because they wanted to fuck around and find out. I analyze and creativity, and then sit back and watch, praying that this would take an effect on you, because they got real creative with this. And for some of these individuals, they attempted this last night, and they're getting the messages today that this backfired. So if you're having things pick up, if all of a sudden like things are getting massive for you, like you're getting more attention, you're getting treated differently, because I can't tell you how many individuals out of the blue, never used to really do this for me before, have opened the door and been like, there you go, goddess. All of a sudden, I'm being called goddess left and right by people I don't know. And even one of the individuals that I recently met was like, I knew the first time I met you that you're a deity, that you're a goddess. Like, I could see it on you. And I was like, So if you can see it, so can these elites. And these elites were desiring my energy. And now it's just been amplified. And the reason I tell you that is take note of how people react to you. You're going to see what's been adhered to your energy with what you're emanating and how others are reacting to what you're emanating. They see us. Yes, they do. And they about to really, what did I say? They're about to really see us. They tried. I can't make this shit up. They really tried. We got sacrifice out here, Neptune energy with first house, the body. They tried. They definitely tried. This backfired. Now individuals are going through things that are happening to their body while you're going through a massive transformation. You're changing. And you're connecting partnerships. You're connecting to others that believe. You made a lot of individuals believers. That's what I will say. Give me one more, actually. Thank you. 8th house, endings and beginnings. Force. Spirit. Spirit is forcing a new beginning. Spirit is making sure you are pushed into where you are meant to be and have what you are meant to have, while individuals are forced to sit through this ending. Because there's no sacrificing, there's no redirecting karma. You got to sit through it. You got to sit through it. Some of us also hold seraphim. Seraphim, celestial, angelic DNA. This is why many of us can see. This is in the way that we can see. Outside of this form, we have many eyes. So you may resonate with seraphim or oraphim. You have many eyes outside of this physical form. But you can still see into all directions in the way that you need to, because these eyes don't need to be acknowledged in the physical for you to use them. These are your spiritual eyes. And the divine is further enhancing them. We got 11th house friendships, further enhancing them so you can see through every individual that is not meant for you and every individual that is ordained and designed to connect with you. And thank you! I actually got these nails off Amazon for like $5. If you type in like black star nails, they should pop up. Yeah, you're seeing through a reinvention of partnerships. This is also a reinvention, of power structures. Partnerships and power structures that light workers are taking over. And I just saw a message. I'm going to end it on this message. You did not come here to fit in. You came here to take over. That's exactly what we're doing. In order to rebalance the scales, it is time to break through any oppressive program that have been keeping light workers from excelling, succeeding, and receiving. This is what's going to balance the scales. And this is where our focus needs to be with the abilities that have been adhered and enhanced at this level, is further shifting in higher vibrational timelines and ascending this planet. So it has paid. Yeah, it has paid off. And you're being guided to use the power that you now hold to further take control of this realm, to shift this realm, to be a co-creator within this realm in the way that you were ordained to be. For you have always been destined to be a star. You always knew that you were a starseed. You always knew that you were destined and fated for so much more. I just don't ever think you thought it was going to be this. And I don't think you ever thought that you were going to receive mass recognition off of this. Off of the way that all of this has happened and aligned for you to be in this position. But here you are. And everything is moving as divinely planned. Again, You are a co-creator to the simulation. Use your abilities wisely because they have been enhanced. Somebody forfeited all of what they were attempting to take from you in order to add to themselves to you. It's a reversal. Uno reverse on a motherfucker. You took what they were attempting to take from you in order to enhance their own abundance, in order to enhance their own recognition and stardom, in order to enhance their own destiny, only to forfeit theirs to you. Use it wisely, because the divine will snatch it from you if you fuck up. As Kendrick Lamar would say, sit down, Lil, be humble. Be humble. Maintain your humility. All right? Don't be out here with everything that's coming through for you getting arrogant. But anyways, I love you guys. I appreciate you. And I will see you again tomorrow, but my schedule is a little wonky just because I am like booked out tomorrow. So I'm going to I won't say that I'm booked out tomorrow. I have a few appointments, but they're kind of spread out. So I'm going to be going live like in between, either before or in between them. So just keep your notifications on and you will see me. But until tomorrow, I love you guys. I appreciate you. I honor you. I will upload this one to YouTube. Once it saves, if you want to watch it back, if you came in a little bit later, I will save this one for you. And I will see you guys tomorrow. So until then, remain peaceful, unconditionally loving, stand united, and remain respectful unless disrespected. Then check with the Most High and check your motherfucking self before you check a motherfucker with grace. And like Jase would say, XXX Tentacion. Hey! If anybody tells you to lay down, run them the fuck over. But not with your car. Vroom, vroom. With your energy. Because we have nothing to prove. Our energy obviously does it for us. So, until I see you next time, I appreciate you. I honor you. And thank you, Lynette. Thank you, Mary Jane, for your donations and sewing into me. I really do appreciate it. And know that you are receiving it infinitely back into your reality in the way that it is due to you. I love you. And I love each and every one of you. And I am so proud of you, Galactic Golden Hana. My Galactic Golden Ohana, our Galactic Golden Ohana. This family is all over the globe. We're reaching all over the globe. And we're awakening the world. I love this. And I'm proud of us. I'm proud of all the work that we put in to finally wake this planet the fuck up and ascend it. To save it. And to save each other. I love you guys. I appreciate you so very much. And like I said, I'll see you again tomorrow. So until then, keep up the good work, drink your motherfucking water, and remain grounded while maintaining the knowledge and the wisdom you have gained of how powerful you truly are and how unconditionally, divinely loved you are. Until next time, I love you guys. Bye!